Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you the step-by-step process which you need to follow in order to execute the HDFS Hello World program. So in order to do that, make sure that you have VMware Workstation 17 player installed in your system. Alright, so if you're a Windows user, you should have this installed because we'll be running Cloudera inside this. So once you have this as well as Cloudera installed, you need to right click on it and run as administrator. Click on yes. Now this will show up, okay? This is the home screen that will show up. Now if you already have used Cloudera, this will show up here. But if you're opening up for the first time, then you have to click on this and locate the Cloudera file and then open it. Now this is a software upgrade. Now let me go ahead and open up Cloudera. So right now I'm inside Cloudera desktop. Okay, when you open up Cloudera, it will show up something like this. What you need to do is you need to click on Eclipse. Okay, so that Eclipse Luna opens up because we are going to execute the HDFS Hello World program inside the IDE which is provided by Eclipse. And so you have to wait until this gets loaded. Now once this gets loaded, the projects which are already created before will show up here. Now if you wanted to create a new project, you have to go to File, click on New, click on Java Project. And the name of the project would be HDFS Hello World. Alright. Now we have to click on Next. And then choose Libraries. We have to add external jar files. So click on Add External Jar Files. And here you need to add all the jar files. Okay, how do we locate all of these jar files? So you need to first and foremost go to the file system, go to USR, and go to library, lib, and locate Hadoop. And once you have that, you have to copy all these jar files. Okay, so Control A, excluding all of these folders, and click on OK because you're going to add all of these files. Now again, you have to click on Add External Jars. Okay, so click on it. You have Client which is showing up. Okay, here. So click on Client, and you also need to add all these jar files as well. So let me go ahead and click on Control A. On OK. So now I've added all the jar files which are required for this project. So after that, click on Finish. So once you click on Finish, you will have this project HDFS Hello World created. Now you have to go to SRC, but in SRC there will not be nothing because you don't have any Java class which is created. Okay, so we have to click on SRC, click on New, click on Class. And you have to give the name of the class as HDFS Hello World. After that, you have to click on Finish so that you will have the Java class which is created named HDFS Hello World. Okay, so the project name is also HDFS Hello World. The class name should also be HDFS Hello World. Now what about the code? Now I'll be sharing with you the code, but what you need to do is you have to minimize and download this particular text file I'll be sharing with you. And once you have this text file, you have the code here. Okay, this is the code for the Hello World program. So here also the class name is HDFS Hello World. Ensure that. So what you need to do is you have to copy this code. So Control A, Control C, copy this, and head over to your Cloudera and you have to paste it. So now you have this code, you need to execute this code. So how do we do that? Well, first and foremost, before executing in the terminal, let's execute this in this ID itself. Okay, so this is where the output will be showing up. So let me go ahead and run this. Click on OK. So there you have it. So hello, world is created. Okay, so this is the output that we have. Now we need to execute this particular program in Hadoop HDFS, right? So for doing that, you need to export this as a jar file. So for doing that, you have the main project, HDFS Hello World. Right click on it. Click on export. Okay, there will be an option called export. Click on export. And in Java, you have to choose jar file. Okay, click on jar file. Click on next. And then you can give the location where your jar file is in your desktop. So click on desktop. We have the desktop. And you have to change this jar file name to HDFS Hello World .jar. And now you can click on OK. And after that, you need to click on Finish. And now when you go to your desktop, you'll find a new jar file which is created. Okay, HDFS Hello World .jar. It's a new jar file which is created. Now once the jar file is created, what you need to do is you need to go to the terminal and execute the commands, HDFS commands. So let's dive into the commands now. So in order to execute the commands, you need to first and foremost check if Hadoop is running or not. So let me go ahead and check on Hadoop version. So Hadoop is running perfectly. Now let me go ahead and format the name node. So we have HDFS name node -format. Okay, so this will format the name node. Yes. So once the name node is formatted, you will have this particular command which needs to be executed, which is you need to check if there is any file which is named hello world txt in your HDFS directory. So for checking that, you need to navigate to HDFS DFS-ls. So these are the files inside this, but you don't have any text file, hello world or hello world.txt, right? So what you need to do is you need to create a text file here in your desktop. You have to create a document, empty file, and in that file, just put hello world.txt. Now, once hello world.txt is created, click on it and put some text here. Okay, so the text which you need to put would be. So I think I have to open it up in open with this one and put in hello, world. Okay, and then save it. So this is a hello world text file which is created. Alright, so now what we need to do, we need to transfer this file to the HDFS. Okay, so distributed file system. So in order to do that, we have this command. we have to first and foremost navigate to the desktop, right? So that we can choose this file and then copy it to HDFS. So for doing that, we have cd desktop, so that the current directory is now the desktop. Now we'll have to copy this particular helloworld.txt file to our HDFS directory. So in order to do that, we'll have to type the command hadoop dfs -copy from local. Okay, copy from local. And what is the name of the text file? It is helloworld.txt. And then the name of the directory where we want to copy that. So let me go ahead and copy that in hello world. You know, 10,000. So this is particular command. Okay, so let me go ahead and widen this so that you can know the command. This is the command which I'm executing right now. Click on enter. Alright, so the file has been copied, so that means it should be there. So we have Hadoop. Next command would be Hadoop dfs-ls. So this is the list of files, but then we have executed, we have copied this particular text file in this particular, you know, directory. Now after that, the next command would be to execute the jar file. Okay, so that this jar file which we have created, we need to execute it. So in order to execute this jar file, what you need to do is you need to type this command hadoop jar and the name of the jar file, which is HDFS Hello World. So hello world .jar and the name of the class, which is also HDFS Hello World, and the input directory would be Hello World 10,000, and the output directory would be Hello World 20,000. Alright, so I'm just giving some random, you know, input and output locations. Alright, so this is where the output will be stored, and this is the execution of the jar file. Let me click on enter. Yeah, so now we have the result Hello World being displayed. Okay, so this is where the Hello World will be displayed. This is the output, this is the input, and this is the execution of the jar file. Okay, so that's the output Hello World, which is being displayed here. Okay, so this is how we execute this particular program, Java program, HDFS Hello World, in the Hadoop ecosystem. So first and foremost, what we did is we actually checked the Hadoop version and then formatted the name node, and then after that, after formatting the name node, we checked for the list of files, okay, and then we created these files, helloworld.txt, and then we copied it to the local system, okay, I mean HDFS system from the local, so copy from HDFS, from the local to the HDFS, and we have this as the directory. And then once we copied it, we executed this particular command, and then we have the output which is being displayed here. Okay, so this is how you execute it. I hope you got to know the complete steps on how to execute and run the HDFS Hello World program. And if you have any questions, leave it down in the comment section. I'll be glad to help you out. Thank you so much for watching this video.